to my computer now. Victoria, where did Victoria go? There she is, right in the center on my screen anyway. All right, you're on, girl.
Okay, thanks, Lori. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, great. You know, I feel like I could listen to you present that numerous times and still learn something new. So thank you. I mean, you're an amazing educator. I'm Victoria Lawson, for those of you who don't know me. And my background is in nursing. And I like to tell people that I'm a nurse that's gone from being a drug dealer to being a jug dealer. That's water jugs, that is. So yeah, so I have been drinking this water for almost 4 years now. And we wanted to highlight, okay, let's see here. I was trying to get it to where I could see myself on the screen, but it's still showing you, Lori. So I could see what I'm doing here. Let's see here.
I think it might be on.
Okay, well.
Do you have, I think you can click to a different view up in the right-hand corner. You should be able to click to gallery view, and then you should be able to see yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I can see it. I was trying to get me on the whole screen. But anyhow, Lori already hit on some of the high points of this. And I will share with you that this is lemon water, the strong Kangen, one of the cleaning waters. And if my machine would have only made this one water, I would have made the investment, right? So this is really just scratching the surface. And I'm going to delve a little bit deeper into and elaborate on what Lori had shared of all the uses. But one of my favorite things to use it for is getting all of the toxic pesticides and poisons and herbicides and fungicides off of my produce. So with that being said, I'm going to get these tomatoes going right away, and then I'll delve a little bit more into that. So here's some tomatoes here. Hopefully you guys can see. And I will share with you that these are not organic. I have done this with organic produce as well. And of course, that's a personal choice. And I will tell you that even with organic produce, you would just be absolutely disgusted at what comes off, okay? So actually, I just realized I don't have any, let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna get one of these going with the 11.5 water. And I apologize, I forgot to grab some tap water. Give me 2 seconds and I'll grab that. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of get this going. I wanted to get this soaking here while I talk a little bit more about everything else. Okay, so again, we're just going to breeze over this quickly, but I've done so much research into the toxins that they put on our produce and whatnot. And I want to really invite every one of you to do a little bit of research, okay? Write down terms such as glyphosate, atrazine, Roundup. It's called by many different names, and do some research as to what that is, what those chemicals are that they're putting on our produce, right? And I can tell you that they have been directly linked to childhood development issues. They absolutely are exactly what Lori had mentioned. They're adding to inflammation, they're oxidizing, they're causing gut issues, all sorts of things, right? So it's not good. And if you're anything like me, I grew up being taught, how do you clean your produce? You rinse it under the tap water. Okay, well, that's what we've been taught. So that's, what we've done probably most of our lives. And I did as well. And, I love to educate that unfortunately, when we rinse it under the tap water, not only are we not getting these toxic pesticides and poisons off, we might be getting some dirt off, right? But we're pulling in all those contaminants that are in the water, the fluoride, the chlorine, the pharmaceuticals, right? And the reason why, for those of us that don't know, pesticides are petroleum-based, they're oil-based, right? They have to be, or they would spend all that time, money, and effort, and then it would rain and they would wash it off. So with that being said, we know that oil and water does not mix. Water does not have the ability to emulsify oil. And this water does. It's phenomenal. Okay, so that is why it's able to remove the pesticides and the toxins. And I'm going to show you here in a minute, I'm going to drain off the water and I'm going to show you what we're putting into our bodies and our families' bodies. And it is absolutely disgusting. A few of the other things that I use this water for, Lori kind of already touched on this, but I use it to wash my face. And I'm not putting chemicals on my face. It's amazing. I know you guys can't see it in person. These earrings are super sparkly. I cleaned these earrings with this water. I mean, it is just phenomenal. And I want to show you guys something else as well, because I have compared this water against veggie cleaners. And, some people, like Lori said, are trying, they're trying to be more natural and more organic based and all of that. And I love to do this in front of people. I'll say, okay, that's great. I love that you have an awareness of that. But is your veggie wash, would you drink it? I mean, this is straight from this is just water, so I just like to show people that it's, again, not a drinking water, but it's not toxic. It's just water. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lower this camera again and show you guys what's going to drain off here and what's not going to drain off. Let's see, you guys are going to have to give me some input on whether or not. Are you able to see that? Can you see that at all? My lighting's a little bit like, are you guys able to see that, Lori?
Yes, I can definitely see a difference. Yep.
I mean, in person, again, my lighting is not the best. It looks like urine. Mm-hmm. It's disgusting. I don't know if you guys can, if you can see that at all. Is there a little bit of a contrast? So
yes, there is. I can absolutely see the difference. And I know what you mean. In person, it definitely does look even worse. Mm-hmm. And you can see the oil in person on top.
Yes, absolutely. And I really wish that, obviously we're just doing this on Zoom. When I do this education in person, I have people taste the clean Kangen tomato, and then they contrast it with the still contaminated. And, as if you guys can see, this water is still clear. Nothing came off. And anyhow, so I just like to educate people on, and the taste difference. Oh my gosh, this is why restaurants own this technology. It gets all the, bad stuff off of the produce, the meats, they put it in their sauces. It really brings out the flavor of of anything that you're using it with and cleaning it with. So it's phenomenal. And that's kind of just a hard and fast, really quick look at this water. And when, we look at the one that, it is a little bit difficult to see. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still a little bit, it is like, it's dark yellow. And just think what this is doing to our body and our kids and our loved ones. I mean, we talk a lot about hydration and detoxification, which is great. And on the other side of that, as much of these poisons as we can keep from even putting in our body, just think of how much that's going to help us. So I love it, love it, love it. I mean, I can't really choose a favorite water because they're all amazing. But and the flavor difference, everything. I also noticed personally that my produce lasts longer. And as a single person, that's, it's very important to me. So I'm not wasting and whatnot. And it's amazing. Was there anything I missed, Lori? I kind of breezed over that fast.
That was so well done. And we started a little bit later too. So we're going to go, 5-10 minutes longer, and that's okay. I think that's fine. No, I think that was amazing and so well done. And I can completely see the difference. And I love everything you brought up about the actual chemicals, because we think about it, but then we just, go and wash our produce. We know we need to wash it. And so there's kind of that disconnect. But the last thing I would say is, everything we're washing our produce in, that produce is absorbing as well. So think about what's coming out of your tap water, right? We know what's in tap water. So what we're washing in our tap water is actually going into the food. So whatever chemicals are in the tap water are going into the food. So when we wash with our Kangen water, not only are we not getting those chemicals in there, but we're actually infusing that antioxidant. So we're getting that, breaking up that oil and grease and washing away those pesticides and insecticides and herbicides, but we're also getting that antioxidant in there as well. So it does last longer in the refrigerator and stays crisper and fresher and tastes so much better. So well done, Victoria. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I want to go ahead and introduce. Oh, what was that?
No, I was just going to say, yes. Could you introduce our guest? Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy to have my good friend Nadia here. I actually met Nadia more or less through the gym. I can't believe it's already been not quite 3 years. It's been a while. Time goes fast when you're having fun. And I'm going to let Nadia delve into really the details of her healing story, but what a phenomenal, transformation, back to health, back to balance. And I appreciate you being here, Nadia, and I'll hand it over to you.
Thanks, Victoria. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. That's really gross what was on that, though. It did look like pee. You could see it really well from our side. Anyway, so I'm not going to take too long. Just thank you everybody for just taking the time to jump on. I'm just really thankful that I'm able to just share my story. I don't know exactly who's on or if anyone is like on the fence of purchasing their machine. I'm just going to share what I've experienced with the water and what I've been able to do just for myself in healing. So I think the biggest thing is my mom passed away when I was about 21, and she had a lot of health issues. And I really just wanted to dig in and figure out, how can I live a better quality of life? How can I not continue that cycle that I have been born into, So I just started doing a lot of research. I realized that there's a lot of things that we put on our skin, the food that we eat, the water that we drink. There's a lot of things that are actually really hard on our system. And with our body being so much water, 80% water, I wasn't necessarily drinking the best water. I did lots of research. I started buying bottled water that was high in pH. I realized that was actually kind of making me sicker. So I just decided to cut as many toxins out of my life as possible. So I went vegan. I was doing all these things, but I was still kind of feeling sick. And then I met Victoria, who shared the water with me. I had a birth control that was actually causing copper toxicity buildup within my kidneys, and I had been in pain for multiple years. And until Victoria shared this water with me, that was the first time I was able to have any relief from that pain. So the water was actually able to help me just detox, get all of those heavy metals out of my body. I also believe that it forced me to kind of do like a spiritual detox, a lot of negative emotions and stuff that I have held up in my body from when I was a child. It helped me just be able to get past trauma. So this water, it is physically important, but it's really important to see that is also something that's going to help you progress on a more spiritual journey. I think I forgot to say this too. I actually needed this water so much that I sold my car to purchase my machine, which is not something that everyone is willing to do, but that's what this water was to me. That's how much it meant to me, that I would figure out another way to get around town or whatever I had to do just so that I could have this water. I've always had bowel issues since I was a child. The last 2 years is the first time that I have ever been regular. I'm 29. I've noticed tons of difference in my skin, in my hair, and my plants as well. If anyone out there is a plant lover, it's going to make the world of a difference on how your plants look inside your home. They really love this water. I used to have eczema and rosacea. I no longer suffer from either of those skin conditions. And I believe a lot of this is the water, but then again, just remember, I changed a lot about what I put on my skin and also what type of food I eat. So those are also going to just impact your, the way your body reacts to certain things. And so, I mean, just the biggest thing too was about 1 year and 4 months ago, I tore my meniscus. They wanted me to have surgery. I opted out of surgery because I truly believe that our bodies are capable of healing themselves. And I was drinking the best water that I could get here, just in my area. So I said, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to, I prayed over my knee every day. I wrapped it in the 11.5, which Victoria just showed. I would put a cloth dip it in the water and wrap it around my knee to just help with the inflammation, as well as like drinking the water. But yeah, so I didn't need to have surgery, and I can run, I can squat, I can do all these things. And then on top of that, it just allowed me to create a smaller carbon footprint on the earth, which is what I truly feel that is what I need to do as an individual so that I'm not continuing to pollute, so that we can really take that step in just healing us and the earth. But yeah, so that's just kind of a little bit about me and my story. And I just hope that you all are blessed with this water as well.
Wow. Wow. That was amazing. I really don't want that to end. I just want you to keep talking. That was so beautiful, so well said. I would love to have you share again. Nadia, would you share again another week? I think I know that we need to hear that again.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. That was beautifully said. The next time that Nadia shares what she just shared, I won't even do an intro because I don't even need to. That was so well said and covered everything. And I love where you came from with saying that your body knows how to heal itself, because they do. So well done. Seriously, inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I can't wait to have you share again on another Zoom. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Victoria, for showing the 11.5 and getting the pesticides off. You guys that are still here, you know there is so much more information. We barely scratched the surface. We're all so excited that you're here and you're hearing this, because we were hearing this for the first time at 1.2. And it has changed our lives in so many amazing ways. And it's really exciting. So somebody that cares about you invited you to be here tonight, and that's a big deal. So thank them and go back to them and whatever questions you have. And we are all here to help. We are all here. We're an amazing family of people that want to help other people live healthier and better lives as well. And just like Nadia said, you know, we're all one world, and we can all make a difference in the most powerful ways with something as simple but powerful as water. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Have a great night. We're here every Thursday at 6 o'clock. So we'll see you next week, and we'll have even more great info. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Lori.
Bye.
Thanks, Nadia. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.